Enzo and Cass, great response when they came out. The Vaudevillains, a great foil to Enzo and Cass. Or actually, maybe Enzo and Cass are a foil to them because they're the old school, the bygone era guys. Enzo said, let's let bygones be bygones. And then, 5 minutes into the match, he gets knocked out accidentally, a legit injury, gets rushed to the hospital. Scary moment, kind of actually killed the crowd.
Yeah.
And it's one of those rare things, and when usually when there's an injury, they at least mention this is who won. You didn't get till the next night that they said they were going to move forward with it.
Right.
But
yeah, it was. I mean, I felt bad for all four of them because this is like their big kind of coming out party, and it got taken
for
away
their
from
pay-per-view debut.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Enzo's out till, I believe he's pulled from all events on May 20th.
May 20th is what I saw today. One of the other things I love is how much New Day loved it.
Yeah.
Sitting ringside, eating
on the
pizza.
Floor, on the floor. It was so good.
Taping it on their cell phones.
That was good. That's another, I almost, sorry for Enzo. I hope he gets better, and I hope they, go flying from where they left off. However, I wish the match could have finished just to see what more they would have done.
Me too.
I mean, they were sitting there in beanbags, eating snacks. It was good. It was very comical.
And like I said to Aaron last week, it's nice to see them because they were the heels for a while. They got turned babyface. Aaron has said many times he doesn't like him as much as a babyface team. They're not as much fun.
He could relate more now.
The last 2 weeks, I feel like they look like they're having more fun than they have been in the last month. So I like to see that from them. On Raw, the New Day come out again. Xavier boasting that Beyonce was... if his phone wasn't dead, he'd show you all the DMs that he had gotten from Beyonce. And then, unfortunately, Big E had to break it to us that didn't really happen.
You got to let him down.
Yeah, he did. The Vaudevillains came out. You got Aiden singing the WWE. I'm not going to sing it all, but... the World Tag Team Champions. I think that's such a great touch.
I love how Woods gets so mad.
Oh, me too. You had Gotch saying that they turned Enzo Amore into the realest guy in the emergency room last night. I thought that
was a good play.
They're pretty good on the mic. I didn't really hear them. They didn't get a chance to talk much in NXT, but they're pretty good on the mic.
They're very good. So Gotch...
that segment had a lot of good mic. Like, there were some comments they were made, and every time I was like...
yeah. What was the other thing Gotch said?
Oh, I got him right now.
He said, Enzo, how are you doing? Which I thought was great. So they were two of the first people I met at the Performance Center. Mm-hmm. And because they were the tag team champions, they had Finn, Bailey, and the Vaudevillains. And I spoke to Finn first. Bailey was talking to somebody, and the Vaudevillains walked right up to me. Asked me where I was from. I said Philadelphia. This is when the Pope was here. And they were like, oh, so did you get to meet the Pope or whatever? Like, it was funny that they immediately just jumped on conversation topics with me. Mm-hmm. Oh, have you ever seen Boys to Men live? And Aiden was like, why are you asking him that? And Gotch is like, well, because they're from Philadelphia. He said he's from Philadelphia. He started singing Motown Philly a little bit. They were just really, really nice, kind of cool guys. Like, they were looking for things to talk to me about. So Gotch, I think, is a very smart, articulate guy. Aiden English had that thespian actor, singer character, so they can get on the microphone and be really good if you give them a chance. And I thought they were last night. The Dudleys come out and rain on their parade.
I wonder if you've ever seen Boys to Men in concert.
I haven't.
All right, good.
Yeah, I have not.
And I was happy the Dudleys came out.
Yeah, I was too.
Continuity, because Enzo and Cass beat them to get to the finals.
Right. And they said,
let's
we should
restart
be
the tournament.
This thing.
It was fresh.
And
Sheamus hoped for, but
what I thought was the highlight before that commercial break was Big Cass coming out alone.
And this
held his own.
Not only held his own, but when he did
that was awesome.
Dudley do-rights.
But he held his own on the microphone, and you know, I mean, those two are so tight. I don't know if you saw the video, if he was in tears when Enzo was getting put in the ambulance and brought out.
I didn't see that.
So Stone Cold always talks about how he hated being in a tag team because you're so dependent on the other guy. The other guy can drag you down. The other guy can get hurt, and now you're off TV for a month. So those guys are so reliant on each other, and you got to think a guy like Cass is like, it took us this long to get here. Now in our big, premiere on a pay-per-view, he gets hurt. We're off the show. Who knows? He might have broke his neck. Who knows when we'll be back? He gets to come out the next night talking about Zoe is my family. You took out my family, and a lot of emotion.
Yeah.
A lot of heart. You believed that guy was coming out there to knock somebody out.
Yeah, Enzo gets. Cause we all love Enzo, but Cass doesn't really always say much. He always ends the promo.
Right.
But he
got
held
the
his
Billy
own.
Gunn spot with the one line.
He held his own in that promo. Sure, he could actually talk.
Yeah. So then they end up in an 8-man tag.
Which made sense.
Yeah, I loved the spot of Cass hitting the big boot off the ring apron. Biggie catches him and hits the belly to booty or booty to belly, whatever they call it, on the floor. But there's not many guys that are a better hot tag than Cass.
No, not many.
Because he's so big, powerful. He's got so much personality in there. You're waiting for him, and he delivers every single time. And I thought booking, we've complained a lot about booking over the course of this show. Whoever booked him to get the pinfall and to finish in that match, it was
just like
beautiful
you said
idea.
earlier about AJ getting the pin. It was the exact same thing. He was the right person to get the pin. Because it also, if we got 3 weeks where you're not going to see Enzo for 3 weeks, it just helped kind of keep it that, they're relevant, they're strong.
And as a crowd, you have some sympathy for Cass right now. And him getting that, they're paying you back for investing your emotion into it. So I thought that was perfect booking in that match. I don't know if there's anything anybody else has to say about the tag division. You got anything else on the tag division? Just that you're happy to see the Dudleys again finally?
Oh!
What's up?
The longest built storyline in WWE.
The golden truth. The gorgeous truth. Are they ever going to be a tag team?
Was it Gold Dango?
I don't even know.
The thing I like about this, I guess a good bit of this stuff happens during SmackDown, so I missed some of it, or it could be a bit more in Raw, and I'm fast forwarding. But at first, when I saw they were bringing in Tyler Breeze, I was liking that because he's been buried more times than he needs to be.
So it gets him on TV.
Not only that,
gotta win.
You got
first win of the year.
You got someone old like Goldust who's been around forever, and R-Truth's been around longer than a lot of people think. And then now they throw in Fandango, which he needs to be out there too.
Right.
So they're helping elevate two guys that are doing nothing. So I can appreciate that.
That's true.
So I hope they do. Like, there's no point in putting R-Truth.
They could be a good
together.
tag team.
But is it me or is it weird that they're investing so much time in this?
4 months. Or 5 months now.
That they could have invested in a lot of other things. And
That's good.
I appreciate R-Truth more than most.
I love how Goldust acts like a jealous girlfriend.
There is somebody who appreciates him more than me. Yeah. That's why I said more than most, not all. I don't appreciate him the most. But you're right. Tyler Breeze.
They love him in Clifton Heights.
Tyler Breeze gets a win. But how did he get that win again, by the way? How did he get that win again?
What?
Tyler Breeze. How did he get the pin?
Oh, roll up.
My favorite ending to a match, the roll up out of nowhere.